Ladies and gentlemen, so thank you for joining us today. And this is our first official recorded conversation about what is Mastermind and like the idea behind it and all that kind of stuff. We want to have a kind of honest conversation here between myself, Blackbeard, and Tomo. So the whole point is that for everyone to actually listen to us from our point of view, where this is how we feel about what we are building, about this project, about this business here. So, all right, I'll go ahead and and get your opinion first. So, Blackbeard, to you, look, it's just like we're having a normal conversation here, right? So, what is Mastermind game to you, like, the way you see it? Where can what it is,
Well,
what the potential of that?
man, the way you said it, and when you said how do I feel, about this, man, it gives me like uh, some type of just emotion, that I can't explain. It's between excitement, uh, just I can't really even explain it, but it's just such a great feeling that I get. Uh, from just the idea of what this project is going to do, uh, you know, to the gaming industry, how it's going to improve it so much. Um, I just wanted to get out there so fast, and to me, it's taking forever. We've been working. I've been working with you since I think we figured it out. Well, what was it? March, something like that.
February,
And
early Feb, early Feb is when
yeah,
I contacted you, and
yeah,
yeah, we'll
and
definitely start building it.
yeah, and you know, it's been months and it seems like it's been years because the amount of work that we put into this and time and effort, and but it's getting there and I just can't wait to get it out. So yeah, when you said how do I feel about this, and you said that feel word, it hits me, because I get so super emotional knowing what this is going to do to the world, just for devs, gamers, everybody. It's just it's mind blowing. But yeah,
it is.
to explain it, I can kind of do a little bit of a explanation in my point of view, real quick. Uh, you know, we're going to be filling a space that people don't know about yet, and that's going to be the hardest part about getting it out there. Is and people, when there's things that are brand new, uh, they're kind of set in their ways, and it's really hard to break in sometimes. But we'll get there. But anyways, I get sidetracked sometimes. You know
No, no,
me,
you're right.
Bolte.
No, you're right. Look, this
Uh,
is just a general conversation, really. We just want people to hear our voices, that so they know that we are genuine people that actually wanted to try to do something and try to change something for good, for the good, and that's why we're here, right? We might,
yeah,
we're not gods. We're just a normal average people here that we're learning as we go, and we love what we do. This is the gaming industry. We like gaming, and we found a gap in the industry that the potential can be improved, and that's the whole point of why we're building this platform, because we want to make it better. We want it, that's the whole point. It's the word better. It's improvement. Um, the evolution of that, and that's the whole point that we're here. We're building this mastermind game platform, you know, and that's why I want your people to understand. I want people to know that this is a group of honest, genuine people here that
yeah.
actually
We are not a
working hard.
commercial project. Yeah, we're not a crypto project trying to just make a really good crypto project. That's not our point. We're not crypto people. We just want to use this. We realize that, man, we can create something that is going to be so insane for everybody if we use the blockchain. Nobody's thought of it. We're not trying to create some crazy crypto project with some utility for crypto and all that, nonsense that everybody's trying to do. We're actually trying to better the real world, I call it, by using that blockchain and everything to our advantage. I mean, it's a brilliant idea. Credit bubble tea, Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Like at the end of the day, like when I thought of that idea, just because we're in the crypto space, and like it's really like only 5% of the people who basically involved in the crypto industry, really. But the 95% of the world was either aware of us, aware of our existence, or not aware of it. The whole point of it, we are building a business that basically from the ground up to make it work for the global industry, the global gaming industry. But the only things that make us different at this point is the blockchain technology. So this is why I come up with this idea. This is why I reach out to you guys and go, hey, look, you know what? Are you interested to come on board with me and build this? Because, I see potential in it, and it's not just potential, because it's something that
we need this.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need this.
It's something that
it's not
the
even
world doesn't have.
This needs to be done. Yeah,
that's right. It's something that the world doesn't have currently, and if these come along, and we have to go mainstream, it can change. It will change the way that the gaming industry, how the way it works, from the way that people be playing the games, people buying things and selling things, and on the asset. It'll give them. They'll now will have the ability to sell something that they invest into the game. They invest so much time, and money into the game, and they will have that chance. That it's a simple chance that people will have to be able to resell the in-game asset or the game copy or the skins or the character of the game back into the circulation of the marketplace of the game and get their money back.
Yes, and you're repaying the community for their dedication. Like the gamers that are hardcore for a certain game, they're going to be the first ones there buying it. They're going to be the first ones there getting all the collectible limited edition NFTs, all of that, because they're so dedicated. Let them one day down the road in 10 years, 5 years, sooner, whatever they want, whenever they want, decide, oh wow, this thing has gone up in money. I can get a dang, whatever I want now. I can buy something. I can put this money into something. Use that money for whatever you want. That's such a great benefit.
Yeah, and it's a simple idea.
Who's offering that?
It's a simple idea that can make a huge change for a lot of people out there. And to me personally, like based on my own personal research and all that kind of stuff, before I tell you guys all this idea, I see that I can see the reason why the big companies, the big gaming hosting platforms and all that, is not willing to hurry up in a way to merge into the blockchain technology, because they're being big creators, big studio or big platform whatever. They're not going to make that much money if they're converted into the blockchain space, because the copy of the release is not going to be the same, because before they're just releasing a digital file and they want to get as many people to download the shit out of it as they can so they can maximize their revenue and profit. And them thinking about using the blockchain technology crypto space, it scares the shit out of them, because the number one thing that they care about and the number one thing is threatening them is the fact that they're not going to make enough money just like they do now. So
Yep.
this is why we are building this, because honestly, we want to be successful. But at the end of the day, our whole vision is to actually want to help our game creators to be able to actually bring the game on board without being so judgmental by the platform and go, no, your game's not good enough because we
Yep.
have the right to make the call and we only
Yep.
accept our standard. It's like, well, what is your standard?
Man,
That's the whole
um,
point of it. Because people want to play
man,
games.
they're limiting the evolution of gaming, man, because there's so many artists and designer, game developers out there that just don't get the chance.
Yeah,
Imagine what can be made if people could get their shit out there.
yeah,
And that's what we're gonna allow.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Like, and the the whole thing of why we want to build this platform is also the fact that we as the middleman don't want to be one of those greedy assholes who just want to make money just
Yep.
just by just by skimping off the creators and skimping off the gamers, like
Yep.
as a platform, it doesn't matter what fucking platform you run, you're always going to make the money as a platform. But if you only think about you as a company that making money because the investors, the company investors want to make their annual profit, then that's a lot of crap because companies only the hosting company is only there for themselves, you know, and that's where we want to change because if we can enter the market, the global market, we can change that. We can make them realize that people doesn't want to use that dog shit kind of use and abuse system because
Yep.
we have something fair and reasonable where we don't skim too
Yep.
much money from the game makers and we don't skim too much money from the players and they want the money should belong to both sides. So that means the sellers, the game creators should be making the money and the revenue that they work their ass off to make the game. And the players are the one who's bringing the money to play the game and enjoy it. They should have an opportunity
Yep.
to get their money back too. You know, it's like nobody's in the gaming world in the ecosystem is printing money. So obviously everyone's have to work hard for it. And that's the whole point. And that it's a fair chance and fair opportunity for people to actually earn. Um, so yeah, so that's the whole point. Like I from day zero when I approached you guys about the idea, you know, and I tell you guys, go look, this is how big the potential of the business can be because our intention and our good intentions, of course, is what gonna make us different from every other platform. We're already unique in a way that we're using the blockchain technology to be able to help locking in those games and game asset to make it unique as unhackable. You can't be copied. It's always going to be genuine that belong to the game that released on our platform, and that's a good thing as well because it's the piracy and all that kind of stuff. It happens. Some game devs may not care. They may not care about the people stealing the game files and making changes and all that kind of stuff. But it's not about them. It's just not about them. This is
Mm-hmm.
we're looking at a bigger picture here, where the gaming industry, right? We,
Yep.
just because one game dev said, "I don't care, my files get stolen, so I'm not enjoying." Great, that's good because they have their heart set at have their mindset at the right way, where they want people to enjoy the game. But it doesn't change the fact that one day if they want to make that money, they're gonna not want people to steal their fucking files. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where the blockchain technology, that's where the NFTs assets going to come into play because our platform will help them protect their asset, the game file. Our platform will
Yeah.
help the gamers protecting their asset and game file as well.
Let's not forget residual income.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
Um,
on top.
yeah, look,
So,
the thing is the gaming industry, right? So as far as we know, that the only way for game creators to make game is to onboard with them and they give them a split revenue. So really, the
mhm.
platform does absolute fuck all for game creators, except for, okay, sure, here you just upload your files into our system here, and then we'll put it up on our website, and then we'll get 30% cut from you just for doing that forever. What a lot of crap
Yeah.
is that? What a lot of crap, and then people still going along with it. You know?
Well,
It,
they haven't had the choices. They haven't had the choice like we're gonna give them.
yeah,
Now. I mean,
that's right. That
so
that that sh- that should be that should be a choice in the first place. The thing is, the
yeah,
people that created that, the very, very first set of people that come up with that idea, they didn't want to give they don't want to give game dev a choice in the first place. Because the more choice game devs will have, the less profit they will make.
hmm
And that's why they didn't implement that in the first place. Same thing as for gamers. Like they could have implemented a way in real life right now where after a certain milestone of spending and all that kind of stuff, the the gamers will be able to um, get reimbursed X amount of money, because reimbursement does exist. When you buy something, you get cash back. You get that deals all the time, especially with electricals, electronics, and compliance and all that kind of stuff. They can implement the same thing in the gaming industry, but they refuse to because the only thing they worship the most is money and revenue. That's why they
yeah,
don't fucking do it. So we coming into play, of course, we're just a small fish, right? So we're coming to play. We're going to give them such a big threat that they're either going to try to shut us down because we're potentially going to be their either competitor or a threat, or in a way that kind of impact their revenue. Um, because we be able to incentivize that to people. So
yeah, it is a problem for them to a degree. I see. Uh, right now, it's gonna be a long period of time. I mean, I don't know how long, but it's to build up. To a point where companies like that care about us. It's gonna, we have to work for that. But eventually, they're going to have to, because we're going to build up huge, and then they will probably want to partner. And I don't have any issue with any partnerships like that.
no, me too.
I don't want to have any
I
competitors. I don't want to have any bad ill feelings towards companies, or I hope they don't have that towards us.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
100%. Yeah, no, same thing here. That's what I'm thinking. I rather form partnership than actually um, forming competitions, because competition is good, right? Having competitors is good for the industry as well, to help drive the industry forward, and that's for everything, anyways, around the world. It's a good thing, but
No doubt.
what makes it even better is to have a partnership, and the partnership is not just about joining a partnership and then monopolizing the industry and having it fixed to one set of mindset of the industry. Having a partnership
hmm
to actually form flexibility for the industry, and that's
Yeah.
what the industry needs. That's what the global need. The global need more choices, more flexibility, so that way you can actually be able to build something to cater for people, for players, for whatever, and supply and demand. It doesn't always have to be the one that with the highest demands that wins the race, because everybody Everybody deserves an equal opportunity. So if game devs want to make the money, they want to maximize the profit, that's fine. They can stick to the traditional game hosting platform module where unlimited amount of people can download the game file and they can make money per download. But
Yeah.
that being said,
Let's not
that
forget these games can go on multiple platforms. They can go on ours and everybody else's. They don't have to limit
yeah,
themselves. They don't have
yeah,
to
for sure,
pick. They don't have to choose.
for
You know.
sure. They don't have to pick and choose, right? Because as a game devs, they can go to any platform. They can come to ours, or they can go to others as well. And that's good because let's give them more money, more revenue to make. But that being said, if any games come on a platform, it will also not only not only going to be taking care of the game devs and their revenue, but their fans and their followers, the gamers, will have that equal opportunity to actually be able to circulate their funding as convert funding into revenue. So
Yeah.
and that's a to us to me that's a pretty good tactic to implement because if you were to go ask people any existing gamers today and go look there's a gaming platform that exists today that will allow you to actually resell all of your skin that you play the game, whatever game you play, or resell your game currently that you have, digital files on any account you have. Would you go for that, or would you keep your current existing account and you can't do shipping?
Yeah.
A- And it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer option, but it's a no-brainer answer because that's a choice. That's an additional choice for people to make, and that's what we want. That's what we want to try to implement on into that today. So, the whole point of our platform is it's not about us. It's about having game creators and gamers coming together and let them. They're the one who drive the gaming industry. They should be the drivers, not the gaming platform, not the game hosting
No doubt.
platform, not us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the whole point of why we want to exist, because um because ideally our existence to the global gaming industry is not just a change that will happen, but potentially could be an example of what the gaming industry could be looking toward. You know, um, because we're in the 21st century, and us being human, we're only going to get smarter and smarter. And a part of our intelligence, we always look back to our our natural kind of selection side of what I'm trying to get to is common sense, right? No matter how smart people
Mhm.
get, they always want to. They always there's always a requirement to use common sense,
Yeah.
and sometimes technology is just going way too far ahead of humans' common sense. And this is why the platform it makes sense for people to use because the creators and the players can have the equality. It's the platform. The platform. It doesn't matter in any shape or form. It's there to make the money. It will make the money, just like shopping center. You go to shopping center, you go to Walmart, you go to whatever shopping center, you buy your grocery. They're always going to make money because they can do markups, they can do all kinds of crap to it. So they're never going to shut down because you can't avoid not going to them. Because
Yep.
they have the most supplies for you. You can go to support the local shoppers, the local farmers, all that kind of stuff, but they have a limited amount of stuff that you can purchase. But when you go to the grocery shop and supermarket, they have everything you need. They have the supply they have is limitless, and that's like and that's what and that's just like the gaming platform. So, you
Yeah.
know, people are always going to go to use them. It doesn't matter how much hate or love they have for it because it's unavoidable. But what we're trying to do is just basically come up with another form of supermarket where we allow shoppers and allow people who make them to actually have a fair price. The creators should have a say to go, you know what, I want my products to cost this much. Supermarket shouldn't be the one going, you know what, I'm going to give you so much money, but you need to give us massive discounts so we can do a massive markup on it after we bought it from you. That's a lot of crap. That's manipulation. That's what the monopoly is. And many people, many mature adults, obviously, dislike monopoly because monopoly is control and people don't like being in control, right? So, and that's what our platform coming in because we don't want to monopolize that kind of crap. We want the creators to name the pricing of the product, and we want the buyers to be able to choose what product they want to purchase, and then we want the buyers to be able to actually recirculate their product back into the market as well once they're done with those products. It's not going to be secondhand, obviously, because we're talking about a digital asset here on our platform. But that being said, that being said, the the buyers should have the power to resell as well. If I were to go grocery shopping, buying tomato sauce and tin, can of tuna and tin of tomatoes and all that kind of stuff, it have a long life. If I choose not to use it and I don't want to use it anymore, I should have a choice, an option to take it back to where I made purchase from and get a refund or resell it to the new people if it's not expired. Or even if expired, I should be able to get a refund. And that's where our marketplace come into play on our platform because it gives people that opportunity. If they don't want to play the game anymore, they should have an opportunity to resell the asset back into the circulation for other people to actually make purchase. And and that's fair as well because new players want to own those assets. Old players want to sell their unused asset or they want to move on to different games. But that's okay. That's what their choice is. They have that choice. And we support it. And yeah, now they do. Before they don't. And that's the whole point of it.
Listen, I know Tomo's got limited time. I want to talk more detailed about the project for sure, but I think not to make this too long, we can get Tomo in here and then possibly do that more detail explanations and things in like the next podcast or so. Is that cool?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. All right. So what we'll do is we're just gonna do a quick 5-second pause, and then we'll end the podcast, and then after that, then we'll release the second one. So thanks so much for listening, and have a great day.